Welcome to the second day of Ship Startup Festival, everyone. How are you guys feeling today? Whoop! I like to hear that. I'm Ava Koskinen and I'm happy to be your host today. And before we begin, I would like to thank our amazing partners of the event, which you can see here on the back. Let's give it up for our amazing partners we have here today. Okay, today is an exciting day as we have the Pitch Captain competition starting soon, and we have today here 20 amazing startups today competing for the huge prizes. And you can also, in the audience, vote for the audience favorite, so keep that in mind as you watch the pitches. But before we begin, I'd like to introduce our amazing judges of the competition. You judges have microphone there, so could you please all shortly introduce yourself? And raise your hand so everyone can see where you are.
Hello, I'm Mikko Green. I'm a manager at the Google Data Center in Hamina, and this is my 9th year of being somewhere involved in SHIP.
Hello, my name is Dr. Brito Dwyer. I am the Head of Department of Organisation and Professional Development at the Munster Technological University in Ireland, and I've been involved in judging these competitions for a long time as well.
Hello, my name is Jarpo Vesala from Kursor. This is my first time to judge here, and been working lately with the accelerator and working in business development for 20 years.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tomi Heimonen, and I'm a director of Centre and coming from this organizing school, Xamk.
Thank you, judges. And each startup will have 3 minutes time to pitch, and after which they'll get 2 minutes for judges Q&A. And yeah, are we ready to begin the competition? Yeah. Yay! Let's begin the first semi-final. First startup we have here is Vega. Vega is crafting comfort for women in flight, pilots and astronaut candidates in training. Please welcome to the stage Vega.
Raise your hand if you ever dreamed of becoming an astronaut as a kid. Me too. Over the years, a number of people have gone to space, but only a small percentage of them were women. Now that number is rising. However, women still face a huge obstacle towards achieving their dreams. all because the suits that they wear were historically designed to fit men. Even NASA still had to cancel one of their missions because they didn't have enough suits that fit women. We did a survey among females in astronaut training programs, which indicated that almost 70% of them experienced discomfort while wearing their suits. Funny enough, the sizing is so terrible that my co-founder Slavena and I can actually wear the same flight suit. How to fix this issue? By designing a suit that accommodates for the female body, with wider chest, hip, and thigh areas that do not compromise the length of the thighs, the length of the sleeves, and the legs. Our customers start at the National Space Agencies and astronaut training programs, which will also expand towards the military and aviation sectors. Most of our current competitors are producing flight suits that have standard male sizings. Other initiatives like Go in Space are more focused on educational and awareness aspects rather than production. Our business model is focused on close customer connection. We produce individual or batch orders while also collecting a profound database of female sizings. We are focusing on design and production of the flight suits. This stage will also allow us to collect the data about the female bodies that will further expand towards the consulting services for space and automotive sectors that will need more data for their products about the female body. My co-founder Slavena is actually training to become an astronaut, and we both study mechanical engineering, while also gaining more experience within the Finnish startup ecosystem for 3 years now. We have already established a partnership with an American astronaut training program to be our early adopter. By the end of the calendar year, we plan to ship them the first batch of the suits for testing and feedback. Space does not care for genders, so why should we? Thank you.
Thank you, Vega, for starting of the day. And now, judges, you have 2 minutes for the Q&A.
May I thank you very much for that presentation. Where exactly did you identify the issue for this?
So, as I mentioned, my co-founder Slavena is training to become an astronaut, and last summer she attended one of the astronaut training programs in the US, where she had experienced the problem. And then after that, we realized that this might be an actual issue that we can tackle. So this is where we also conducted an interview with astronauts, female astronauts in trainings. So that came from actual astronaut training.
And the issue, and the real issue is?
So the issue is that the flight suits that they wear, they are very tight in certain areas of the female body, which leads to very big discomfort.
Thank you.
So the total market size for this, you showed there's a graphic of how many people have been to space and how many people are training. What is the actual size of this market?
So currently we're focusing on astronauts in training programs and also national space agencies. So that is about 7,000 women per year. And then for military and aviation sectors, that is around 30,000 women per year as well.
And what sort of market share are you actually trying to achieve in that market?
So at least, I would say 1% as the very first step, because it is a very small market, and the current competitors that are out there are producing, well, male flight suits. But our goal is to achieve at least 50% of the market.
What kind of turnover and future for the company are you planning?
So, sorry, judges, the time is up. 2 minutes has gone. Thank you, Vega.
Thank you.
Let's give it up for Vega once more. Okay, next startup we have is Workki AI, which is empowering individuals and professionals with AI-driven platform for seamless knowledge discovery, secure file management, and data manipulation for accessing accurate, reliable, and relevant information. Please welcome to the stage Workki AI.
We're being lied to all the time. So much that $78 billion is lost every year due to fake news and misinformation. Politics, pump and dump investing schemes, healthcare. 800 people died during COVID-19 because they believed that drinking hand sanitizers would cure them. We're building completely unbiased solution for verifying information, saving companies both time and money, especially to media companies.
Imagine you found an article on the internet. Based on some criteria such as bias, date, reputation of the source, or plagiarism, we can sort of assign a reliability score to it. We're doing that with using our own AI models and proprietary technology. That we will be selling to large media companies, saving them millions every year. Also, our main technology serves as the heart for a platform for research and verifying information that we will sell to enterprises based on the sites and usage. We've been in business for already 1 year, and during that time we have validated the problem, got €50,000 in grants, and partnered up with Microsoft. Currently we are developing our MVP to be piloted with 3 Finnish universities and corporate customers. By 2027 we are aiming to achieve 50 million in annual recurring revenue.
There's a massive market in researching information. Private equity firms, governments, news media companies, they all search for information. Our ideal largest customers are based in Europe and the United States, realistically bringing us $1.4 billion in market share. There's simply no solution like ours. Largest media companies, they spend millions every year hosting in-house departments for verifying information. There are some tools for verifying whether it's written with AI or plagiarism, but it simply doesn't work. It's not reliable. You can either do that or use Workki AI at a reasonable price, compliant, fast, and most importantly, 100% reliable. We're going to start piloting with universities and largest media companies through our own network or partnerships like with Microsoft, starting with Europe and the United States and scaling globally. We will establish our brand as the ultimate symbol of trust. We will start signing contracts already in 2024, and if we continue this trend, we'll be profitable in 2026, bringing us close to 10 million euros in annual recurring revenue.
All of this will be executed by a team of professionals that are well connected. We're incubated in Aalto University, accelerated by InnoCube Switzerland, and also partner up with Finnish AI agency that provides us with the network of AI experts. To make this happen, we need to expand our team, of course, and for that we're looking for €1 million in funding for a 1-year runway. With a target close by the end of September this year. We've been bootstrapping for 1 year and already got soft commitment from...
Thank you, Workki AI. Let's give it up for them. And judges, you again have 2 minutes for the Q&A.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. My question is related to existing potential competitors. Do they exist?
There are a lot of indirect competition because, well, companies do it manually, or there are some companies that verify information doing AI plagiarism or AI content, but there is no solution that we are developing. But still, it doesn't mean that people don't verify information using existing tools.
Okay, thank you.
How do you integrate this to the existing systems?
Using API.
How do you make sure that this is actually going to be effective? Is there any workarounds that you think that, because scammers and spammers and everybody who's out there is always working, it's always a constant battle. So what's your strategy for making sure this works consistently?
The main strategy is, of course, continuous development. We're looking into how the industry evolves and how those kind of scams evolve as well, and we adjust our technology to fight that.
What happens if you don't get to raise the 1 million funding?
Sorry?
What happens if you don't find the 1 million funding that you're requesting?
We've already been bootstrapping for 1 year, and we are getting soft commitment from already an established VC firm in Silicon Valley, but we're going to start already getting revenue in this year. Otherwise, we'll be continue bootstrapping in the worst case scenario.
Okay, so is there something less than 1 million that would work?
We did some calculations. 1 million is really already tight budget because, well, it's pretty expensive. Deep tech and AI.
1 million is
Thank
for
you,
aggressive
Rocky.
growth.
Sorry to interrupt you, but 2 minutes has gone. Thank you. Let's give it up for them once more. Okay, then we have our third company of the day, and our next startup presenting their solution is Hopes Energy. Hopes Energy is an innovative energy storage solution based on reverse osmosis and forward osmosis principles that facilitates efficient and scalable electricity storage from renewable sources, driving the transition to sustainable energy. Are you ready to welcome the third team to the stage? Yes, please welcome to the stage Hopes Energy.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. A future with renewable energy. Can it work at all? So far, the answer is no. Sun and wind are and remain volatile. When they are not there, we lack electricity. Energy storage on an industrial scale is still an unsolved problem worldwide. The energy storage systems that are available on the market are whether expensive, harmful, not sustainable, and yet they cannot meet the required capacities. With Hopes, we have developed the world's first technology that can store electricity on an industrial scale for a long term, and that's 100% sustainable and cheap. We store our electricity in salt water. Therefore, we use the electricity to separate salt water into fresh water and very salty water, and when we bring them back together, we recover the electricity. Our system is novel and patented. Our business model will have 3 departments: engineering, installation, and maintenance. Engineering with an estimated revenue in the next years of 9 million euros per annual, installation with 70 million euros per annual, and maintenance with 56 million euros per annual. We are planning to enter the market by the end of 2025, and we are expecting a huge growth because the market of the energy storage is huge and is growing rapidly. Also, we are focusing on the local market, and we are expecting to expand globally as we reach a high revenue and market share. Our team is very diversified and has a great mixture of fresh ideas and experience. Professor Alobide, the inventor, he has more than 25 years in energy storage and industrial energy storage, storages, and he's now leading the industrial energy storage at the LUT University in Lappeenranta. Mr. Haak is an electrical engineer with more than 10 years in industrial energy storage. Mr. Hofman is a mechanical engineer, and he has more than 30 years experience in plant building and engineering. Mr. Kishel has more than 30 years experience in power plants and financing, and he was the CEO of the Mitsubishi Hitachi Power Plant Europe. Mr. Gut is a sales and startup specialist and has several experience in founding startups. And me, I am an industrial engineer with more than 5 years experience in the marketing field. Our technology has been proven with many prototypes, starting from our mini baby and ending with a 3 kilowatt test rig. We have already signed some agreements with pilot customers. Our next target is to build a 100 kilowatt power plant by a customer in September. We have also appeared on some important TV channels and magazines, as you can see. Our goal, we aim to achieve a secure, environmentally friendly, affordable, and socially accepted energy supply for the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hope's Energy. And now we have 2 minutes for the judges.
Thank you for your presentation. And can you describe to me your typical customer?
Thank you for the question. Our typical customers are the energy supplier at the first line, and then everybody who has a solar panel or windmills on produce more energy than it needs, and he has overproduction in his capacity, and don't need it like industry. They need electricity at nights, but not at the weekend. They store the electricity. You can say everyone who provide energy up 10 kilowatt hour, because less than 10 kilowatt hour is the market share for the lithium battery, for cars or small houses.
What's the cost differential between your solution and the existing solutions? Are you price competitive?
Okay, the existing solution, so for example, the pump storage on the lithium battery, battery, it's not scalable, it's harmful, it's not sustainable, and it has rare materials, and the ASEAN dominate the market. At Hope's Energy, we are very scalable, 100% sustainable, and we go scale up as much as we can with the capacity.
So where do you stand in price-wise? Are you cheaper or more expensive?
50 euros per kilo hour. Just comparing with lithium costs around 500 euro per kilowatt hour.
What kind of distribution solution or strategy do you have in practice?
Hey, sorry, judges, we don't have time anymore questions.
Thank you.
And thank you, Hope's Energy. Okay, next we have our 4th company of the day, and that is Retake. Retake creates AI-powered solutions that connects consumers with local second-hand stores and provides clothing similarity search to help shoppers find their perfect match. Please welcome Retake to the stage.
Textile waste is growing dramatically. Clothes are being made faster than ever and thrown away even faster. Fast fashion has gone from 4 seasons to 52 micro seasons.
Would you believe me if I told you that there already is a solution to this problem? And it's been around for ages. That's secondhand shopping. And Retake is going to make local secondhand stores competitive with fast fashion giants. We know that there already is plenty of online secondhand marketplaces, but none of them have yet managed to fix 2 of the most significant problems considering secondhand shopping. 1, for shoppers like you and me, it is impossibly difficult to find specific items both online and offline.
And 2, for secondhand store owners, they're completely left out of these existing marketplaces, which is why Retake is a platform tailor-made for secondhand stores. We make it super easy for stores to just take a photo, and then our machine learning model will help with tagging and categorizing it.
These items will then be visible for our shoppers. And by uploading an image of the specific item that they're looking for, they will be then matched with the items from local secondhand stores.
Compared to our competitors, we only serve secondhand stores because we want to guarantee that the store's clothing items will be seen and will be found through our secondhand scanning tool.
Our attainable market only in Finnish physical stores is 200 million euros. The online second-hand market is growing more and more each year, and by 2027 there will be over 85 million online second-hand users in Europe. As a business-to-business service, we charge the stores for a subscription fee and a service fee for each item added after the initial set.
My name is Tiffany.
And I'm Olivia.
Back in October, we won 12,000 euros in IBM's Global Hackathon, where we have our working proof of concept. Since then, we've been iterating and getting feedback by visiting stores both in Helsinki and in Paris to create what we have right now. We're almost ready for our product demo this June, and we'll be launching fully in Helsinki in the upcoming autumn.
We're a international team of tech sustainability specialists in Finland, France, and US. In June 28, we're launching our app and website in scavenger hunt event, where we already have 10 stores attending.
Our next goal is to have 100 attendees, and I'm looking at some of them right here. So sign up.
And join us to change the way we shop, because shopping sustainable shouldn't be made difficult.
Thank you, Retake, and let's hear the judges.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. This field is really, there is a lot of competitors. So what other issues that you can define from the others or the competitive advantage you have than these? Do you have sustainability, other aspects too?
So the main differentiating factors are AI tools. We've talked to multiple stores already, and it is apparent that all of them have been trying to gain visibility on online markets, and actually there has been ideas similar to ours before, but they haven't managed to make it in a way that it's easy for the stores to upload the items. So we're fixing that by the AI tools doing the heavy lifting of adding the items on the site. And also a problem with, for example, ties and vintage or Chada, which allows stores to take part in that, is that they don't get the visibility because there's so much individual sellers' clothing that the clothes from the stores get, hidden with the mass of these individual clothing items.
Only thing I like the IE part.
So why are you cutting yourself out of any other market apart from second-hand stores? You made it very clear it's only targeting second-hand stores. Is that the only area you're looking at?
At the moment, there definitely is other areas that we could expand on.
Yeah, secondhand stores are our niche to start off with, the earliest adopters, and then in the end, we want to be a circular textile platform. So that includes like maybe recustomizing or adding in seamstresses to create different sorts of outfits from secondhand.
I don't think I have time to ask a question because time is up, so thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Retake. Okay, our next startup is called Model Act, which is a P2P startup focused on data analytics and aiming to assist businesses in the retail industry in making informed decisions and gaining valuable insights into their operations. Let's welcome Model Act to the stage.
Hello everyone. Have you ever used ChatGPT? If you use ChatGPT, sometimes it's very smart, sometimes it's very stupid. Now, let's imagine you have an online store, you have an e-commerce business, and you want to understand customer behavior. You want to take better business decisions. However, your competitor also started using AI, and their AI is smarter than your AI. Their AI can make better business decisions. Here, you are lagging behind. And for this problem, we are Model Act. We can help you. We have built AI-integrated software system. An AI-integrated software system can increase sale, decrease cost, detect issues, save time. More importantly, it's sustainable and eco-friendly. We are better suitable than Power BI because we are providing downloadable machine learning model. We are focused on online store. We have AI assistant built in. and we are providing free demos and consultancy, but our AI integrated software system is premium. We already developed the minimum marketable product. You can go to modelec.eu, click on app, upload your data, and analyzing your e-commerce business. There you will get all these services. You can request for a demo. We already did the expert evaluation of our minimum marketable product. We also did the market evaluation of MMP. We have our competitor, but as I said before, we are ahead of our competitor. We will follow advanced marketing techniques, for example, content marketing, data-driven marketing. And we will take care of our customer even after sale. We already have the proper revenue roadmap. AI data analytics market is going to be bigger and bigger every year. We have tech people, we have business people, and we work together. Thank you for listening, and please visit our website, modelec.eu.
Thank you, Modelact, and let's hear the judges' Q&A.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Can I just ask again, just for clarity, of what is the real issue being addressed in this solution?
What was the inspiration? Yeah, like we had, we figured out that there are limitations with the retail industry. For example, there are a lot of data that producing all the time, and we have to analyze for better business decision to understand customer behavior. For example, if you have browsing history, which product people are liking or browsing, based on those information, we can predict the revenue status or whether the product will be sold, what product is more demanding next.
Well, still, is this somehow, again, integrated to current systems automatically, or you say that people upload things?
Yeah, this is also customizable software that we developed. And if people want, or any other third-party organization or business, we can provide APIs to run the machine learning models. They can upload their data. They can execute the machine learning models by selecting the proper problem, and then they can there will be trained model will be provided. They can download the model, take the model, and use it for their own purpose.
How your system is taking in account the cyber security?
That's a very good question. And we have to follow the GDPR rules for that, and we will have proper agreement with the client, what kind of data they want to upload, and whether they want to save it or they want to delete it, and there should be a proper agreement with that for that.
Thank you very much. I think the time is up for the questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Modelact. Let's go to see our sixth startup of the day, which is Peritron. Peritron connects physical machines with their digital twins to support service business of heavy machines by combining data and formulation to generative valuable insights. Please welcome Peritron to the stage.
Thank you. Am I audible? Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Suraj Jaiswal, and I'm the founder and CEO of my company, Peritron. Our vision is to connect physical machines with their digital twin to support service business of heavy machines. So how is science evolving around us? We know that Galileo did observations to generate data. Then Newton and Einstein used data to generate formulations. And today, we are using formulations to go back to data. Now, in all of this, Peritron is combining formulations with data to generate valuable machine data, which is difficult to obtain otherwise. So what is the problem? In the usual loading and unloading operations, material handler from Mansinen lack means to measure load. So what they do is, they load material on a truck, take it to a different facility and weigh them. And this very simple problem is causing them to lose millions of euros annually. Now, if they overload their machine, there is a chance of machine malfunction, and then they can lose money. And if they underload their machine, which currently they are doing, they are losing 10% of their productions. In short, they are losing money again. So how are we solving their problem? We are developing our product, a sim box, that can connect the physical machine with its digital twin. Here, we take information about the arm movement using sensors and make our digital twin a one-to-one match with reality. Once that is done, then we use the concept of virtual sensors and estimate load, as you can see from that blue line there, which is very close to the actual value. So how big is the market? Globally, there are around 16 million heavy connected machines, and considering the size of our price of our SimBox to be 4,000 euro, our global market is 67 billion euro. Now, if we focus on European market, then our TAM is 11 billion euro, and if we focus only on Finland, then our SAM is around 1 billion euro. Currently, we plan to address only 10% of the heavy machines in Finland, so our target market is approximately 80 million euro. So how does the future look for us? We are an outcome of a research to business project from Business Finland. We started our operations in January this year, and we have 2 paying customers, Mansinen and Mevia. I even received the prestigious Marie Curie grant to further research on this topic and focus on autonomy. Currently, we are 2 team members. I'm taking care of the technology and business part, and my partner is taking care of sales and operations. We recently won Idea Race, and we are in the process of hiring a summer intern from those funds. Moreover, we plan to hire our long-term employee with the prize money of this competition. With that, if you want to know more about us, please visit our website, www.beritron.com. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Beritron, and let's hear the judges.
Thank you. Who are your main competitors in this space, and what technology are they utilizing, and how do you differentiate?
So we have 2 kinds of competitors. Direct competitors are one who are providing software solutions based on digital twins. And then indirect competitors are one who are providing hardware solution based on sensing technology. Our uniqueness is in combining both the hardware and software solutions, which nobody is doing at the moment, but everyone will be following it in the next 5 years. I hope I answered your question.
So pretty soon you're going to have competitors.
Sorry?
You're going to have straight competitors pretty soon.
We already have competition, but yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What kind of sales strategy do you have? You mentioned that you have now 2 clients or potential clients.
Correct.
What about the others and for the market view? So is it international, as you said?
Yes, it's very international. Actually, we did a market study. I don't know if you know this. We participated in Bauma, which is one of the largest trade fair of heavy machines, and we interviewed around 100 companies there. Whenever we go to anyone, they're like, is the technology ready? First of all, they say it's not possible. We say, no, it's possible. And then say, is it ready? We are ready to buy. We're like, wait. Take it slow. We need time to do that. And we are already in talking terms with at least 3 other potential customers. But because of the limited manpower, we are first trying to increase our team size, and then we are going to take on more customers. So I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
In terms of, for those who currently carry the weight, which is either overweight or underweight, how will your solution displace their business, and how will they react?
So overweight is not a part of their solution, because machine malfunction is a nightmare for manufacturers. But people who are underweight...
Thank you, judges, and thank you, Beritron. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries,
Time is up. Thank you. Let's give it up.
I'll try to answer that in the next one. See you guys.
All right, our next startup is Nedu AI, which is redefining careers and recruitment through AI-powered precision. Please welcome to the stage Nedu AI.
Hej så länge. Yeah. Should we start? My name is Kari Savolainen. I'm the co-founder of Nedo AI, and we are building a solution that uses AI to recognize talent and matches your skills towards market. 77% of businesses is struggling to get the right talent and hire them, and also to find the right talent. What we do, we super match the talent for the market opportunities. We use AI with conversational platform, so you can easily do your own profiles with any language. It doesn't matter. Then you can match yourself with the market opportunities, whether it's education, whether it's job opportunities, whatever, it can be done. We focus on teaching the candidates how to fish, not show them like, okay, this is the fish market, and there you can buy it and so on. So instead, we teach them how to fish. How we do it? We are harnessing AI to do the heavy lifting. We can do most of the skill matching via AI, and basically our smart profiling is enabling it with really accurate skill kind of detecting. Our competition is, of course, there. We have Team Tailor, Workable, Tirus, luotettava työntekijä, and Foreammatti. But as you can see, we are still kind of doing the best in the market. We already have some traction. We have customers like Xamk or Kolau, which is working with kind of workforce alliances, and then we are having a lot of pilot negotiations. Our team consists of a lot of talent, so we are focusing on sales, marketing, and AI, but we also have these fractional skills that are enabling us to use the AI to actually do the skill matching in the solution. The market size is huge. So for example, if you think about the talent recognition and the skill management, you can see that there is over 10 billion potential. We are selling our solution for business to business. So basically it's 20 euros per user monthly, and the initiative fee is...
Thank you, Nedo AI. And 2 minutes for the questions.
Thank you very much. Just to help clarify for me, you mentioned teaching them how to fish, which is, I presume, the future employee, and yet the target is a B2B model. So who is the customer? Who is the customer?
Who is the customer? We are selling our solution for universities and organizations that are kind of providing the value for talents, but the initial kind of end user is the talents. So we kind of serve any one of you. If you want to match your talents to the market opportunity, it's through our solution.
Okay, do you actually have a working product, any MVP or anything?
Yeah,
it was unclear.
It's what you see on the screen. So basically, you create your smart profile through Nedo AI. You can do it conversationally, so whatever you want to tell it, it understands it, it structurizes the knowledge, and then it combines it with the market needs.
So you mentioned that potential customers are these school sectors. What about single companies or other organizations?
That's a really good question. We have been negotiating with the city of Helsinki and Espoo, and that's like within the organization. So they are looking for a solution that can match their talent. So they have like, I don't know, 40,000 employees. So they want to know where they are at their career and how they can serve them better. And that's the kind of thing that we can do. So when they create their smart profile, we can then combine and match their skill sets within the kind of needs within the organization or within the market. Really good question.
Thank you.
Your turnover in 3 years?
question. 10
Sorry to
million.
interrupt, but time is up. Thank you. Let's give it up for Nedu AI. Our next startup presenting their solution is Unelmatori. Unelmatori tackles issues like labor shortages, job market discrimination, and slow hiring processes by leveraging an advanced AI platform. Welcome to the stage, Unelmatori.
Hello everyone, and thank you all for being here. Today we are proudly introducing Unelmatori, a groundbreaking platform that transforms a Finnish job market. My name is Faisa Kasim, and here's my colleague Salado Kasim, and we are the founders of Unelmatori. We are committed to tackling unemployment by addressing key employment challenges such as unemployment, discrimination in job market, and slow recruitment. Together, let's unlock the full potential of Finnish workforce and pave the way for thriving future, leading us forefront of global competition.
In Unelmatori, we are addressing a matter of great concern, the rise in unemployment. The rate went up last year by 0.9%, reaching 6.8%. These numbers here illustrate the challenging circumstances that we face in Finland. Behind each statistic, there is a person struggling to find a job and support themselves and their families. In Unelmatori, what do we do? Our aim is to, well, if I tell you in a nutshell, Unelmatori is a Tinder for job search. It is a place where employers and job seekers are able to connect. Employers are able to find suitable workers and candidates, and job seekers suitable jobs. However, we're not just another job search engine, as our IE technology also takes on the role as a recruiter. So we help employers to simplify hiring by using artificial intelligence in reviewing resumes and also ranking each candidate for the employer. So our aim is to tackle discrimination in job market, unemployment, and also slow recruitment process. So we are taking the job of recruiters, behalf of employers, in order to make it much more quicker. But also we know that the manual reviewing of resumes is time-consuming and always not ensuring that everyone has the equal opportunity to find the suitable work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Unelmatori. Let's go, judges.
Thank you for your presentation. And you're saying you're trying to reduce discrimination by this tool. How is that actually going to work? What are you putting in place for that?
So our aim is to make this kind of a technology, this IE-driven technology, where we assist employers. For example, when they have different job seekers, we rank them through artificial intelligence based on the job requirement.
At the moment, there probably are very many IU-based, I'd say, employment solutions going on. Have you any awareness that how many are developing similar things at the moment?
At the moment in Finland, there aren't any research engines which are also using IE.
What about in Europe?
In Europe, there is, but in Finland, no one uses.
All right.
What is your short one-sentence sales pitch?
It would be Tinder for jobs.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Just one more. In terms of how difficult it is now to interview people with, very different skill set and neurodiversity, how will this address that issue?
So our aim is to address the labor market issues, for example, discrimination in job market, and to ensure that every single candidate who applies for a job has equal access to find their dream job, regardless of their background.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Unelmatori. Our next startup is called iStats. iStats proposes to create a completely innovative personal sales tracking system for specialty retail stores utilizing RFID inventory management technology. Please welcome to the stage iStats.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Milo Mutka, and I have been working in retail industry as a salesperson over 6 years. And one of the biggest problem what this industry is facing at the moment is personal sales tracking problems. And that's why iStat mission is to create a totally new personal tracking era for the retail industry that helps salespeople like me and sales leaders to become better in their job. So what is the problem? At the moment, every sales transaction are recorded by tracking the customer to the cashier, or the famous paper show starts at the info desk. What is your name? What is your email? Are you a loyalty member? Do you want to be a loyalty member? Go with this paper to the cashier, say my name. And this whole system is crazy, awful. And really, I want to make some changes here. And that's why, at iStats, we truly believe that every sales transaction has a meaning, and every salesperson really needs some data to improve their own sales work to become better.
Thank you so much, Milo, for selling me these shoes.
No worries. Beep.
Thank you.
Just go to cashier with the shoes and have a nice day. Welcome. And with this idea and simplicity, the iScanner was born. It's not only the scanner, it's a new era for the retail industry that releases the old ways for the personal sales tracking and gives the employees and salesperson opportunity to improve for their sales work. But it's not only for the salespersons, it's also for the sales leaders. With that data, we gain a lot of different data combinations, and we can understand the big picture. For example, the sales structure, what product being sold by the salespeople, what product being sold by the mechanical way. And when we understand that, what product not being sold by the salespeople, we truly understand the educational needs on that specific area in the store. And also, when we understand what time the salespeople sell most or less, we get efficient for the work time scheduling. So, how we make money? That's a great question. Like I said, with our scanner, we gain a lot of data, and we can make different data combinations and packets for the customers. But basically, it's a SaaS business. Every month is one payment per store, and also one payment per employee who are using our system. A little bit about our market value. According to Statista website, USA has averaged 15.7 million people working retail, and Germany has 1.2 million people working retail.
Thank you, iStats. Time is up, and let's hear the questions.
Thank you for the presentation. My question is related this law-based issue that GDPR. Have you take account that how use the information and what kind of permissions maybe you need to use it?
That's a great question. Like you saw, I run out of time, but I'm just the only one guy startup idea team, and I'm looking for the tech and CFO people to create this idea for the real thing. So I need to think that a little bit deeper, and I can get back when I get the answer.
Have you ever counted that how much money or effort your potential customers are currently using compared to what you're going to be charging if they buy your product? So what's the difference?
Not sure the right amount. I think the biggest competition what I have is the, for example, Power BI or Salesforce, but they can give the big picture of the whole sales in the store. But I need to figure out that more. Thank you.
So if you were to win the prize, what would you actually do with it? How would you use this to move yourself forward?
Great question. Well, for the MVP, for sure. Maybe if I have more money, I can get better, the right team, that they really believe me, that I can make this happen. So I think that's the main thing for the money prize.
So would you put the money into technology or into hire? Where will the focus?
Both.
If I were to ask you to pick one, which would you pick?
Tech side and tech product, for sure.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, iStats. Okay, it's time for our last startup of this round, which is MyNursey. MyNursey is a mobile app empowering pharmaceutical companies with real-world data collection, eligibility verification for new medications, and clinical trial support, while offering branded self-care solutions for end users. Let's welcome to the stage MyNursey.
Hello everyone, my name is Pauliina Koukkari.
And I'm Kelvin Alec, and we are from MyNursey.
Pharmaceutical companies don't have access to real-world patient data. In other words, they don't know what happens in patients' everyday health during clinical trials. Also, pharma companies lack comprehensive tools to utilize and monetize real-world patient data. This affects their medicine development, clinical trials, and post-market activities.
Now, at MyNursey, we have developed a tool that collects and utilizes real-world patient data. This helps in expediting the development process of advanced medication. As a result, it has helped us to save time in developing this medication and bring medication to patients faster. Additionally, our tool helps in collecting and storing patients' data safely for clinical trials.
MyNursey will bring the much-needed change to pharmaceutical industry. We offer comprehensive features based on best practices. In our application, you can find multiple physiological measurements, validated questionnaires, and other features that will ensure error-free patient data management. We offer pharmaceutical companies market access advantages, where our solution streamlines data collection and management in clinical trials. In addition, our application facilitates the verification and monitoring of special reimbursement criteria for patients that are eligible for advanced medicine therapies.
Now, the market potential of MyNursey is huge due to its scalability in developing and researching personalized medication. Pharma companies, they rely on our application because they have a single solution across various multiple therapy areas. Now, our application serves as a tool to help them get this done. Our aim is to secure a 0.01% market share across market areas and target areas as well, with a revenue of 18 million euros by the end of 2028. Our aim is to accelerate our revenue growth through our B2B clients. However, our core focus is to understand our customer and address their needs. By so doing, grow our own sales too. This year alone, we'll be piloting our application with a partner pharma company. Now, this will be the beginning of an exciting journey towards innovation and collaboration.
In our team, we have visionary professionals who understand both the clinical substance and the software development aspects of real-world health data. We want to make MyNursey an international success story. We have the vision and the experience to move things forward, and we also know what not to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miners, and it's time for the judges' questions.
Okay, you said you know what not to do. What don't you want to do?
Well, we are having our focus mainly on pharmaceutical companies because we have tried this before and we didn't have that focus. But now we have the focus.
Yes. Okay, thanks.
Same question as the other team, so related to this personal human-related data, that have you take account of this GDPR or the law point of views on your concept?
Yes, of course we have. Only the researchers that work with the patient are able to see the patient data, and otherwise it's anonymized.
Thank you.
No questions.
Thank you very much.
I'm trying to understand in my own head who is the real benefactor of this solution. The pharmaceutical company, the medical sector, who?
The pharmaceutical companies. They will save time and money in research when they can see the results of the earlier phases in clinical trials if the current medication is effective enough to be continued in other phases.
But I think in the medical sector we know that sharing of data is always the key issue, so the pharmaceutical will benefit at the expense of my personal data as a patient?
I think as a patient you will also benefit because then you move on to another probably better solution.
Very quickly, is this targeted just at clinical trials or is this targeted at normal patients as well, everyday patients?
Can you
is
ask
it
again?
just clinical trials or is this for every patient, normal?
This can be for every patient, but at the moment we are targeting clinical trials only.
Thank you, Miners. The time is up. Let's give it up for them.
Thank you.
We have seen so many amazing pitches already in the first round of semi-final, and now judges, you have time to make your evaluations of this round, and everyone else, we are a little bit earlier in the schedule. You can now face towards the lunch, and if you want to, there is also exhibition going on, so go see that, because we continue at 12:30 with the second round of semi-finals. Be back here at 12:30. Kiitos. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, now it's time to see the rest 10 startups pitching to the stage. And as the last round, we also now have 3 minutes for a pitch and 2 minutes for Q&A. And after that, judges, you will have 2 minutes to write down your thoughts. But without further ado, are you ready to invite the first startup to the stage? Yay! Okay, our first startup of this round is Lego, which has a goal of revolutionizing children's clothing while reducing textile waste and improving clothing circularity. Please welcome Lego to the stage.
Thank you, thank you. Hi everyone, did you have a nice lunch? Lucky you, I couldn't eat. Yeah, but did you know that over 3 billion articles of children's clothing are thrown away each year as a textile waste? Maybe you know because of the retake previously. It's a massive problem. We at Lego are helping families with children to stop wasting, save money and save time making clothes that are made to last. We come all the way from Pyhtää to change this industry. My name is Olli.
And my name is Otto.
And together we are Vainio Brothers.
AKA Lego Fathers. Few years ago, I heard that the 4-year-old boy broke 4 pants in a month. Basic indoor games. All of those pants ended up in the trash as a textile waste, and I was in shock. So I started to make research, and I found out that this is quite a common problem in families because children's clothes are not made to last. So I sat down and I started to draw, because I had an idea to combine 2 high-quality materials in one pants. So was born my first baby, Lego pants. Thanks to affordable cuffs and the reinforcement fabric in knees, these pants last longer than usual. Our product is 100% Finnish handmade, and as cherry on the top, you can customize the product just as you like.
We launched Lego last fall, and we have now over 100 adorable and cute users, as you can see. But nothing's perfect, neither is Lego. We have got some reviews from our buyers, and those reviews are just 4.9 out of 5. We make all the pants on demand, so we don't have any capital tied up in inventory. And in the near future, we have plans to expand our sales to other Nordic countries. Next, something about our team. Everything you see about Lego everywhere is made by ourselves. So we are 6 professionals from different fields, such as marketing, graphic design, and clothing artisan. As you can see here on the table, being our customer may save a lot of money over time because our pants are made to last. And this kind of good, sustainable product will keep its resale value pretty well. You can sell it again. Imagine if consuming children clothing is different. No more unnecessary textile waste, no more wasting money, no more wasting time. And please imagine yourself throwing cash in the trash. Insanity, isn't it?
Oh yes, it is, of course. So stop wasting and get your pants. Could this be the best pants in the world what comes to resale value and sustainability?
We believe
they are.
Thank you, Lego. And now it's time for the judges' questions.
You can see if you like. Please, questions. Nothing difficult, please.
Do you have any plans or scenarios where those are industrially produced, or are they going to be handmade forever?
As far this company as ours, because we like these values.
And we need more buyers to think something bigger, because we have a lot of potential to increase our manufacturing by hand making. Yeah.
What is your global selling pitch? 1 sentence.
We still help families with children to stop wasting and save money and time. It's global, same problem.
Maybe it's me, but the name. Have you had any issues with the name being very similar to some other type of thing? And when you pronounce it, it sounds very much like a different product.
We would like to go to Denmark.
They haven't called us yet, so we don't know.
Okay.
No problems yet. Yeah.
Maybe when it gets popular, there could be a problem.
We'll see.
We have think this, of course, but we are thinking we are just so different kind of things because we are in clothing industry.
Okay. The cost of making this individually and by hand, what's the markup per product when it sells?
60% is the margin profit.
Really?
60%, yeah. Even we are making this in Finland, and we'll do.
And from distribution, what's the contribution, the margin for the distributor?
We don't have distributions. We sell only from our online store and ship ourselves.
But to scale, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit challenged in terms of scale. Okay, questions are up.
Sorry, time is up. Thank you, Lego, once more.
Thank you,
everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
And judges, you have now a few minutes to write down your thoughts. Okay, it's time to invite the second startup of this round to the stage. Next startup is My Own Music, which is online music composing course for beginners. Please welcome to the stage My Own Music.
Okay. Hello, it's fantastic to be here with you. My name is Tapio. We think that all human beings are creative. Pablo Picasso has said that every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up. According to creativity tests, 98% of children under school age are highly creative. You can create music if you want to. Have you been told that you're unmusical or that you can't learn an instrument or sing well? Traditional music education often focuses on performing rather than creating music. What if your strength is in creating music? Did you know that non-musicality occurs only in 5% of people? This means that most people can develop basic music skills through practice, like learning to read, cook, or ride a bike. Imagine if you were told that only highly talented people can learn to ride a bike. Would you have even tried? Do you agree with what I've said so far? If yes, then you might be interested in our online composition course. My Own Music courses help to discover your creativity and express yourself musically using step-by-step composition recipe. Required knowledge is just numbers and the alphabet. Why create your own music? Here are comments from our former students. Creating something that touches others is very rewarding. It's a way to channel emotions. It has boosted my confidence. It's a fun hobby and challenge for the brain. In our course, you will compose your first short piece using one finger, brain and ears. The course has 6 modules. Since BandLab software will be performing your musical ideas, you don't need to be able to play any musical instrument. Music is a creative art, and composing is its most creative aspect. The genius myth restricted composition education from young people and amateurs until the 21st century. Most adults missed out on composing education. Recognizing this gap, we have identified it as a niche for our online course. The online courses will be available in Finnish, English, and German. In total, more than 500 million people live in these language areas. Our first online course will cost 99 euros. Free videos will accompany the paid online course and are shared on YouTube. Targeted social media ads are used for marketing. Advanced courses are on their way. We assume that one of the 10,000 people would buy our course. If 5 paying customers could be found in Kotka, which has about 50,000 residents, scalability could be reasonable like this. Both of us are composers and educators. In addition to our music studies in Finland, we also have master's degrees in composition from the Mozarteum University in Salzburg. We have over 20 years of teaching experience in about 20 different educational institutions. Our collaborative composition, Water, was for a symphony orchestra, won the Teosto Prize last year. Wouldn't it be great to use your creativity and compose song as a gift for your loved one? Thank you.
Thank you, My Own Music AI, and let's hear the judges' feedback.
Thank you very much for your presentation. I'm just wondering, in the delivery of this, it's delivered online, but do you make the course available generically, or is it one-to-one time with you as the composer?
It's not one-to-one. It's a web course that you buy. It's like 15 videos where you go from step by step, one video, the after, and so on.
Okay, thank you.
Who do you see as your main competition in this space?
Could you please repeat?
Who do you see as the main competition for you in this space?
The main competitors in Finland, there's a Rockway, but they are focusing on rock and pop music, and we're not. Then there's Mark Giovanni. He's a Hollywood composer living in California, and he's doing courses for cinematic, writing cinematic music, and we're not doing that also. So we feel that we come from more, we're not defining it to some certain musical style, and this way we differ from these two other competitors.
Who's going to market this?
Please?
How do you market this? How do you reach your customers?
Through paid ads through social media, Facebook, YouTube. We find the right people with these tools.
My question is related to distribution channels. Do you have own web market, or how you are doing the selling?
Through social media. That's the main path. We do everything. We can do everything at home and use the social media channels and
To
find
interrupt,
people.
time is up. Thank you. My own music.
Thank you.
And judges, you have again a few minutes time to write down your thoughts. Next startup presenting their solution is Foment Entertainment. Foment Entertainment is a game studio developing a mobile app that is suitable and interesting to players of all ages. Please welcome to the stage Foment Entertainment.
Hello all, great to be here. My name is Jani, and with me here on stage are Tomi, Teemu, and Jokke. We are founders of Foment Entertainment, a game studio based here in Kotka. We are all students at Xamk Game Technologies, and we have been working together on projects for about 2 years. We wanted to use our passion to create our own company, both to employ ourselves and, of course, to make great games. Now, here's what we found. Children want to do the same things as adults, and games are no exception. But often games meant for adults involve violence. As a dad of 2, I find it incredibly difficult to keep my kids from wanting to play the same games as I do. What games are we talking about here? Well, in recent years, extraction shooter games have been very popular. And then on the other hand, mobile games with stylized graphics have been doing more than good in the industry. But we've realized there aren't really any mobile games with this gameplay and these graphics. We want to change that. That is why we are here to introduce our first game with the working title Island Extraction. We want to combine extraction shooter gameplay with stylized graphics to create a unique and fun game that adults and kids can enjoy together. The player's mission is to heal as many islanders as possible and escape with as much loot as they can before time runs out. The game is fast-paced but casual and features a co-op mode so you can play together with your friends. We have replaced guns with a healing tool. A game doesn't have to be violent to be exciting and enjoyable. The game is free to play with in-game ads and purchases. Players can buy season passes with additional benefits, including boosters and skins. We're not reinventing the wheel here. To create such a game, we need a plan. We founded our company at the end of last year, and we're aiming for a soft launch by the end of this year. After that, we will develop our game based on our findings. The initial release is scheduled for the end of next year. To fully realize our dream, we require funding, primarily for labor, user acquisition, and purchasing assets. So far, we have received a few funds, and winning a pitching competition such as this will take us one step closer to a successful application of Epic Games' mega grants. Should we win here, the prize money would immediately be put to better use for dev tools. So help us create better games for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Foment Entertainment, and it's time for the Q&A.
Thank you very much, and it's wonderful to see the idea of non-violence. My question is from monetizing. I think you said you would have inbuilt advertising. If this is targeted at children, is that a clever strategy, do you think?
We are aware of that. It may be a possibility that the content rating might go to PEGI 13 or such, but the content should be appropriate for even smaller children with parental guidance, of course.
Yeah. In-app purchases and children also a bit of a grey area for lots of families. How are you dealing with that?
Like I said, I think we might have to go with a little higher content rating, but I think if the children are playing with their parents, the parents can pretty much control their money use.
If I may add to that question while you're switching the mic, that is one of our unique selling points. Parents will want to buy our game instead of the other violent games because they want their kids to be playing our non-violent game.
So you have a playable demo already?
No, not yet. It is scheduled for after summer.
Have you tested the concept with kids?
Not yet. We have many possible testers, and we have heard good feedback from other parents on the concept.
What kind of ownership structure you are thinking about? How much your own pockets you are using?
Well, at this point, the minimum amount we are trying to acquire funding that is safe and not with a very high interest.
Thank you, Foment Entertainment. Let's give it up for them.
Thank you so much.
Okay, it's time to welcome to the stage our next startup, which is Koye. Koye creates interactive, sustainable furniture design. Let's welcome Koye to the stage.
In Finland we have this saying, tuli on hyvä renki, mutta huono isäntä. A translation would be that the fire is a good companion but a bad boss. Today we feel it's relevant to say the same about the internet. Hello, my name is Antti. I'm from design studio Koye. This is my business partner Nikita, and we are here to reconnect people with nature by simple designs. How? Meet the Cycloop. Cycloop is the first product of ours. It is a primitive interactive design element that can be installed to any interior from business lobbies to personal households. It is a piece of Finnish forest, vibrating calming energy to its surroundings. We believe that Cycloops offer a healthier lifestyle by giving an opportunity to take a moment and just be. Cycloops can be variated in almost any way. So during the making of process, I learned a lot, and I realized how disconnected we are from the nature because of the constant digital distractions. So, what do you think? How much time you spend behind the screen every day? Global statistics tells us that a person spends 6 minutes, 37 seconds on internet every day. And this is alarming, because in the future it means that we will spend more time online than we are sleeping. So our mission is to raise awareness and to infuse interiors around the world with simple yet thought-provoking new Finnish interactive designs.
To achieve our mission, we perceive natural business model evolution. We start as an e-commerce in business-to-customer market, proceeding with the physical location and collaboration with big brands and their local, and doing pop-ups there, to gradually become an umbrella organization empowering local Finnish designers to grow and reach global audience. The wooden furniture market is big, and most of the growth projected in Asian Pacific region, which is our strategic target market. The traction so far is more than 7 million views altogether in collaboration with 2 design bloggers. We got covered by Finnish news. The current situation is that our product is protected by IPR law. Production chain is ready to scale. We have 450 orders in waiting list. Our team is small but highly passion-driven, and our vision is to build influential Finnish design with philosophy, connecting local designers with the global audience as our final destination. Thank you, and enjoy simple, live smart.
Thank you, Koye, and let's hear the Q&A.
Thank you very much. There's a very calming influence in what you have produced, and I'm wondering, is there an opportunity for this product to be marketed to areas that would need this kind of calming environment?
Absolutely. I think nowadays in all the digital influence and everywhere screens and constant triggers which influence our brain, we want to infuse private and public spaces with something calm and real.
What's your production strategy for this? This is a Finnish design, but is it going to be manufactured where?
Most of the, we are aiming to keep it in Finland. So actually the material of the Cycloop is, we have only 2 factories in the world that produce these thin birch plywood layers. They are both in Finland. Another one is in Lohja, another one is Lahti. And Lohja company is our partner at the moment.
Yeah. Are you certain that you will make your own web shop? Or have you ever considered that just selling it through other sources?
Yeah, we thought about that, but as we are a very vision-driven brand, we want to build our own aesthetic and have our own rules, how we do and sell. And then as our final destination is to build a platform to empower others, we want to grow it ourselves from the beginning.
What is your competitive advantage if you think about there are other creative competitors? So
yeah. First of all is that product as Cycloop is intellectual property protected, and then the whole brand, the whole aesthetic we're building, completely Finnish producers, Finnish material, and Finnish spirit which we have.
And also, as I mentioned, there is only 2 factories producing this material we have here, and they are all in Finland, the both of them.
Sorry to interrupt, time is up. Let's give it up for Koye.
Thank you.
Let's invite next startup to the stage, which is Artmu. Artmu is an online art and design marketplace with a mission to support emerging artists in developing their creative business while offering art lovers the chance to discover hidden gems of art within their budgets. Let's welcome Artmu.
AI. Everyone loves AI, right? But there's something that AI cannot replace. It's human creativity. It's about connection, emotion, and self-expression. And in fact, the more AI develops, the more precious human creativity becomes. But human creativity can be hard to come by. You go into a gallery, maybe you find something you like, but they're so expensive. Then you go to a shop, maybe IKEA. They're cheap, but it's just same shit, and that's not what you want. Now, Artmu is changing that. Hi, my name is Wen. I'm the co-founder of Artmu. We connect people who want something unique, but don't want to spend a fortune, with the emerging artists who are not yet famous. Unlike other platforms, we focus on both quality and affordability. We help you to find the next masterpiece, and we build a community that connects artists and buyers. At Artmu, it's easy to find anything you like, discover hidden gems, and connect with real humans. Chat, follow, being invited to the event, and even better, get inspired by their stories and processes. So we started from a successful crowdfunding campaign, and we launched our MVP, and since then we have been steadily growing. And now we have already over 100 artists, and we're still expanding. We have been supported by many associations, and most importantly, we have built a strong relationship with our art community. We are growing, and we will grow more in the future. Besides the current online art market in Finland, UK, and other EU countries, which we'll be focusing on during the first few years, there will be even more people who don't buy art start purchasing because of our offerings. And with our diverse revenue model, there's a real potential here. To reach this potential, we have a team who specializes in design, business, community, and tech, and all with passion and experience working in the art and design industry. So moving forward, we are currently raising an angel round, and with that in mind, I have something for you to think about. Art is not the next big tech innovation, but we are offering you something AI cannot. It's human connection. Come talk to us and vote for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Artmo, and let's have Kirsten's now.
What would winning this project, what does this competition mean to you, and the 15K, what would you use it for?
Yeah, thanks for that question. With the prize money, we would intend to expand our marketing efforts, look at the best ways and the most efficient ways to target our demographic audience, do a bit of growth hacking, see what's the best way to really reach those people. Furthermore, we would look into developing the functionality of our website, growing our user base, collaborating with different associations, and anything I'm forgetting?
Yeah, so we just keep building this strong community, and then we also want to include new talents into our team, maybe some marketing experts. Yes.
My question is related to the business concept that you mentioned. There is this 70% fee, so is it related to selling items?
The fee is not 70%.
Yes,
it's not 70% is, I don't know where that number comes from.
It's actually the revenue, we estimate 70% of the revenue come from the commission fee from the transaction, but we don't take 70% from the artists.
The commission is 20% at the moment.
That's too high, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And actually, I can maybe add that's actually one of the lowest rates that you can find on any competitors.
How about the deliveries? Do you have logistics for physical arts?
Yeah, thanks. That's a good question, and that's something we want to definitely in the future look into, providing our own deliveries, so then we can really control the quality and the customer experience. At the moment, that's not something we're doing. The deliveries are all taken care of by the artists themselves.
Are you going to limit it just to art for creative?
No, absolutely not. So it's art and design. So at the moment we have paintings, jewelry, prints.
Sorry guys to interrupt. Time is up. Thank you, Artmo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And judges will again have a few minutes. Okay, let's invite our next startup to the stage, which is Sirpa. Sirpa has developed low-cost, sustainable, lightweight, and easy-to-install acoustic foam panels, which are also competitive and decorative elements. Welcome to the stage, Sirpa.
Hi. Did you know that noise pollution is the second most important environmental cause of ill health in Western Europe? It's estimated to lead to 12,000 premature deaths every year in Europe alone. So it's not just an annoyance, it's a significant health risk and a problem that we need to solve. The current solutions are not good enough because they are mostly unsustainable and harmful to people or the environment.
So that's why we at Sirpa have developed these completely sustainable, biodegradable and wood fiber-based acoustic material. We can produce in a scalable method, and we can customize the properties of the material and also the style of the product according to the needs of the customer.
And the architectural acoustic panels market is around 7 billion euros globally, half of that being in our target markets, Europe and the US. And we've estimated that we could reach a market share of 105 million euros in 5 years with 2% market penetration.
Currently, our material's acoustic properties match glass wool, which is considered as the industry standard on the field. Also, we have patent pending on our technology to customize the material's properties.
And in addition to that, we're working with multiple proof of concept with different companies. You can see pictures here. And a little bit about the competition. So we are not only plastic-free and lightweight, but we can produce our material in a continuous way, which is very easily scalable. And then we have the ability to customize the acoustic and mechanical properties of our material, which makes us unique on the market. And we are planning to primarily focus on B2B sales, but of course there's a possibility to go to B2C in the future as well. And we are looking at the possibility of licensing the technology. And our team has a strong scientific background, and we also have business and design expertise as well. And we all share a passion for science and sustainability. And we are looking for 1 million euros in funding to be able to scale up our production with a pilot line. And I invite you to join us in our mission for a quieter, greener future. Thank you.
Thank you, Sirpa, and let's move to the Q&A.
Thank you very much. In looking at the future sustainable housing industry and the regulation, how will that regulation be of benefit to you and your business?
Yeah, so we are, our market is now focused on indoor acoustic panels. So I'm not sure if I understood correctly, but we are looking at the building insulation market as well. And I think that the regulation against the plastic alternatives and the regulation that supports sustainable solutions is going to give us an edge on the market. I hope I answered your question.
So how fire resistant are these?
That's something that we are actually testing right now. So they are not yet, they don't have a fire resistance certificate of any kind, but that's something that we are right now doing.
Yes. So we can add certain additives to the material to give it to the fire resistance.
A lot of more tests are to become.
Yes, some tests, yes.
What is your production strategy?
I'm not sure, what exactly you mean, but we...
I mean, in practice, are you doing by yourself the products, or are you outsourcing?
We're doing ourselves. So currently we have a very small scale production because we don't have many customers and also we don't have many resources, but that's why we're looking for the funding to be able to produce a lot more and scale up.
Is this something that could be licensed or to other manufacturers?
We're looking into that. There probably isn't machinery that can, as is.
Sorry to interrupt, time is up. Thank you, Sirpa.
Thank you.
Next startup we have is Xamk, which is an AI co-pilot that instantly transforms thoughts into ready-to-share content, merging LLM capabilities with real-time data. Please welcome Xamk to the stage.
Hello. Great hacks by Stupidella. Couple of words, what is Stupidella? Stupidella is a game development studio based in Finland. We develop games like memes and implement viral loops on the early stage of development. So we use viral marketing as the basic method of distribution for our projects. When the AI drive started, we decided to create a tool based on AI to create some viral things. So this way is how we created Hacks, microblogging copilot. Currently, we see a kind of renaissance for microblogs. Twitter acquisition by Elon Musk, Blue Sky, and Threads, and even Neuro interfaces. All these projects require concise information unit for usage. And Hacks provide these concise information units, like concise text messages. This is how it works. We pick up information from internet, from news feeds, from any websites. Next, we craft the post with dynamic LLM, which is being educated daily with social media trends. And the final step is our own Hacks black box. This is LLM for fast text modifications to tweak, to do the final magic. This is how it works. We simply give the simple request, and it is being powered by actual data from internet. And on the final stage, we get an informative post for social networks. It is trendy, streamlined, and free to play for over 40 million micro-influencers. These are bloggers with over 1,000 followers. And only 30% of them are using AI tools on a daily basis. Hacks is a free-to-play mobile app, so we provide basic features for free. And this is extremely important for organic growth during the first year of distribution. The first year is based on organic, and we are searching for investments during this stage. And next, second year, we will apply funds for marketing campaigns. The goal is to reach 80k euro monthly after 2 years of distribution. The team is me. I manage game development studios for 15 years and 2 scientists. And we are searching this amount for strategic growth when we see traction on the first year. Thank you.
Thank you, Hacks. And let's move to the Q&A.
Thank you. Will your content be tagged as AI generated?
Sorry?
Will your content be tagged as AI generated?
This is a very nice question because I never thought about this. Maybe in a free version.
You showed only the revenues for 2 years. What about after 5 years?
After 5 years, quite complicated to... but I think 3-5 times bigger, yeah. This is possible. But we see, the last year, we see how AI is digging into our life. We don't know what will be.
Who are the potential paying customers?
Potential paying customers are microbloggers. A lot of people are managing their own blogs and posting information every day. So all of them are potential customers on a free-to-play basis or with a paid subscription.
How did you identify the problem in the first place?
The problem is to turn thought into content, to create concise, short message, which is actual, is based on use.
And how do you know that's a need? I understand the concept, but how do you know that's a need?
Because now I see that the whole market of blogs is overcrowded with long reads, with huge informations, and there is a demand for short, concise messages.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Hux. Please give it up for Hux.
Thank you.
Next startup is called Vesko, which offers small-scale retailers with an easy way to sell online through a marketplace that includes POS and local delivery systems as sub-products. Please welcome to the stage Vesko.
Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Leo Fade, founder of Vesko. Vesko is an online to offline marketplace for small retail local stores. It's enabled them to create their online store to sell online and increase their offline sales. Besides my studies, I work as a part-time seller, where I noticed that people no longer come to the store without checking the product they want in the online store first. It's no secret that it's almost 90% of the offline sales start in the online channel. That is the main reason why almost these hundreds of these stores end their business every year in Finland, because most of them are not able, or like 70% of them are not able to reach their end user with online experience. Now imagine being a store owner, wanting to create your online store, but not having the resources to hire a developer or rent a separate storage. With Vesko, you can create it in a few minutes and fulfill online orders right from the store shelves, and to deliver these orders to your customer with under 30 minutes. For these customers, Vesko will cost them up to 90% less than any other option available in the market. Now this 70% represent us 3,600 customers, where we will generate from them on average 18 euros per customer every month. And because we are a marketplace, we aim to have at least 50,000 active users on the platform generating 10 to 20 cents. And this number will go up because we will offer target advertisements. We developed and built the prototype in 2 months, and we just started development. In Vesko's teams, there are 25 of us, led by very experienced guys in the platform. And this number is wrong, sorry. There's like 25 of us. Thank you very much. I'm ready for your questions.
Thank you, Vesko, and let's hear the Q&A.
Thank you very much. I'm interested in the fact that it costs 90% less with Vesko. How did you come up with that figure? Where did you come from?
Because our customers need to hire a developer, need to rent a storage, and hiring a developer, hiring designers cost a lot. And after that, they need to maintain that. So they are spending 150 to 250 around on average, and some of them spend even 500 every month just to maintain their online store. How I know that? They told me that. So with us, they don't need to do all of these things. Because it's already, it's like it's not like Amazon, but it's like just ready store. They can just set up their store in a few minutes, list the product, and that's it. Thank you.
Who's paying the delivery?
Who is paying the delivery?
I mean that is
end user.
Your end user, of course, in the end. But
yeah.
you're not negotiating that or not?
No.
Is this concept applicable also to services?
Yes.
So it could be wide variety of branch of industries then.
Yes, and it's not like, let's say, Amazon, because we can host very big stores that can scale up. So it has its own inventory management system.
So you have 25 people involved.
Yes.
What sort of company structure are you putting in place, or do you have in place?
We are not so crazy about these things at the moment. We just need to work on the MVP, have our MVP done, and we have our co-pilots already. We already have them ready. We just need to roll it up. And imagine we done the whole thing in 2 months. That would cost us at least 25,000, and will take us 6 months to develop, and we did that in 2 months.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vesko, and judges, you again have a few minutes to write down your thoughts. Next startup we are going to invite to the stage is Vodka, which is revolutionizing biorefinery with third-generation technology. Please invite to the stage Vodka.
Hello, welcome to Save the Earth. The table has been served. This fiber could be the next box that you're receiving. And this could be the part of your medicine or food that you take. And this we can actually transform to ethanol into your car. This string could be the next blouse or pullover that you order, made out of the lilies from your garden. And this cup you can actually find in your future microwave meals. This lignin here could be the fuel for your next holiday flight, or heat and electricity into your car, house. And this sugar and extract you can find on the scenes of your perfumes. Vodka is a third-generation biorefinery concept, generating cellulose, hemicellulose, lignin, and extracts. And it has been pilot test verified. Compared with the other biorefinery concepts, instead of just using sawdust, we can use any side stream from forest to garden, from bio-waste to any fiber-based material. The heat generated from the energy wood market value is 1 to 1.5 billion euros. By breaking it into biocomponents, we can extend the value 2 to 4 billion euros. And by biocomponents, with our partners, we can easily generate any of these components, like ethanol, biofuels, future products like batteries, microchips, chemicals, cosmetics, textiles, food, and pulp and board products. The business model behind the Vodka is licensing and partnership. It has a local and also has a global market, and it generates economical growth. The manufacturing cost versus the incomes are €1 in, 2 to 4 euros out. And by using the side stream, we can actually reforest the forest again. So the idea is to make a green earth again. So Vodka is a response to the climate change. Welcome to the dawn of greener earth.
Thank you, Vodka, and let's hear the judges' Q&A.
Thank you. So, what are you providing? Is this a different process? Because there's other people in this space, obviously, with different similar products. So, what are you actually providing as a company or as a concept?
It's a different process. It's a third generation because I can actually use any fiber-based material and break it out these 4 base components. Instead of just making ethanol, I can make any of those products and get out more out of the wood.
Okay.
So I appreciate you can't give away how you're going to do that, but that is the key difference. So it's trying to understand what is that, without giving away the actual secret itself. What is the technology? What is the skill required in that?
Well, actually, I have a 30 years background on the pulp and paper business and research business. And when I started this half a year ago, I went to textbooks, looking out that the wood has these components. Then I started to generate in part of process where the end result was first to take out the sugars, but end up to make also take out lignin and fibers.
So do you already have the company established, and do you have owners, and do you have a team?
I have a company, and my next target is to get the CEO to put the business strategy on the work and to get the financing, and then we actually also looking for research cooperation with the Xamk and universities.
Now, from the business perspective, it seems that on this table is multiple business opportunities. But
yes.
Where is your focus?
My focus is the Utka process itself. And I'm actually generating these components, and then by using different partners, I can actually start to generate different end products. And we are not limited to one. We can.
Sorry to interrupt.
Anything.
Time is up. Thank you, Utka, again.
Thank you.
And judges, you will have a few minutes.
Kiitos.
Okay, next we have our last startup of this round, which is Wave. Wave is an AI-powered and personalized hairstyle assistant. Let's welcome Wave to the stage.
God damn it! It happened again. Last month, I went to my local barber, and I was like, this is going to be the best haircut ever. I'm going to get the same style as Brad Pitt. And my barber was like, Ville, that's an excellent choice, my man. Let's do it. So I did it. But afterwards, I realized something. It wasn't the best haircut for me. It was the best haircut for Brad Pitt, and I ended up looking like a fool. So how could I have known which hairstyles really fit me beforehand?
Yeah, Ville, I get it. I also had the same problem. But Ville, imagine, what if you could simply snap a selfie, discover the best fitting hairstyle just for you, and then within the same app, you book a time to a barber, and then barber already knows what kind of hairstyle you want.
This is Wave. From a selfie to a style to a barber. With Wave, Ville could have just taken a selfie, chosen the best fitting style for him, and book a time. On top of that, the barber also knows what really fits Ville.
Actually, I am not the only one having these kind of experiences. In fact, half of us Gen Zers have had difficulties finding our own unique hairstyle. And if that's the case, in the 208 billion euro industry, just imagine the possibilities for Wave. And compared to competition, Wave offers each one of us here a more personalized customer experience. And on top of that, Wave offers salons a more modern yet cheaper salon management system. So basically, it's a win-win situation for every one of us.
And to make choosing hairstyles easier for everyone, including Ville, of course, we have a passionate team with a diverse set of skills in both business and technology.
So, no more Brad Pitts. Just you and your style. Thank you.
Thank you, Wave. And now let's move to the Q&A.
Thank you very much. Very interesting presentation, and curious, if you were to win this competition, how would you use the money to progress the business?
The money would be really beneficial for us because the winning money would actually make it possible for some of our team members to fully work on Wave this summer. So we would advance our assistant and our product with the 15,000. It would take us from this level to this level.
How are you planning on monetizing this? I didn't seem to quite get that from the pitch.
Yeah, we have 3 ways of making revenue. First is commissions from bookings and products sold through our platform. The second one is through boosts. They are basically marketing tools for salons in our platform to make them more visible to their customers. And the final one is subscriptions. If you want to get frequent hairstyle visits to your barber, you can just buy a subscription and go there every month.
So do you basically market this to the end user, the people who are getting their haircut, or to the salons?
We market this to both. The platform itself, we need to market to the salons to get them on board. And the value proposition there is that this actually will give them a more happy customer, and they will actually know what styles really fit their customers. And for the customer, we will get them on board with social media, and especially because this problem is apparent in Generation Z people, we'll use TikTok, Instagram, and other social media platforms to raise awareness about our solution and get users that way.
What about the finance? How much money you need to do this?
Yeah, well, currently we don't need much money. We have the team assembled, and the team is passionate, and the team is making their best use with the money we have. But in the future, we need to raise rounds to become a global wave and make a wave of impact in the hairstyling industry.
Thank you. The time is almost up. 2 seconds to go. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wave. And judges, you will have a few minutes to think about. And judges will now have time to make their evaluations and decide which startups are going into finals. And we can now take a little break, and please come back by 14:10 when we release the finalists here. Thank you. And hey, startups, if you like to get interviewed, there is our team. They are raising their hand. You can go upstairs between this and get interviewed by them. Thank you. And here on the stage it's QR code, and you can go vote for audience favorite. So take a picture of that or go through the link and please vote for your favorite. Hey guys, apparently the QR code was not working, but now it is, so please vote for the audience favorite through this QR code here. Back, everyone. Now it's time to announce the finalists. Are you guys ready? Okay, our amazing judges have made their decisions, and finalists of Pitch Captain Competition 2024 are Hope's Energy, then we have Retake, third finalist is Peritron. Koje. And Wave. Congrats everyone and best of luck to the finals. In finals, remember that you have 4 minutes time to pitch and 3 minutes for the judges Q&A. And finalists, if you want to send a new pitch deck, please send that by 2:20 to East Coast Events Sunday, or if you have questions about that, come to the backstage. Thank you. And now let's have a little break, and the final starts at 2:30, so I will see you then. Thank you. Hi, hey, all the finalists and startups, could you please come to the backstage right now before we begin with the final? So all finalists come to the backstage before we begin. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. It's time for the final round of today's competition. Are you guys ready? Amazing. And in the finals, the startups will have 4 minutes to pitch and 3 minutes for a Q&A with the judges. But before we begin, could we please introduce our judges? So you have a microphone there. So could you all shortly introduce who you are, and please raise your hand so everyone can see you. Just a second, I think that mic is off.
Yeah, run out of batteries. Hi there. Yeah. Hi, Vesa Riihimäki from Nordea. That is a bank, if you don't know. And inside that bank, I'm heading startup and growth, which is something similar that Silicon Valley Bank used to have, but they don't exist anymore. So we have Nordically 5,000 startups, growth companies as our banking customers. We have provided them 1.5 billion worth growth loans already during this 10 years, and then we help them to find European and global investors whenever they need. And then last one, we are a limited partner in many Finnish VC and growth funds as well, if you happen to know. InVenture, Maki, Life, typically 10 million tickets that we invest into those funds as well. Yes?
Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Sini and I'm from Harrison, and our goal is accelerate kind of a tech side with our diversifying the talent that goes into there, but I also coach startups in Kiwas Accelerator, if anybody has ever heard about that. So that's me.
Thank you. Hi everybody, my name is Juha Tuominen, come from Tampere University of Applied Science, senior lecturer in the international business and also entrepreneur. And my focus has been in the last, let's say, 35 years in the shortage between the demand and supply.
Hi everybody and welcome to the event. Great to see so many fantastic people around here. I am an entrepreneur, or I have been an entrepreneur. I'm also an innovator, but also a midwife with 6,000 babies through my hands. And I'm also focused more of the female part, because I'm the chair, as you see, I'm a chair of women innovators in Finland, and we are globally very, very networked, and we try to help female innovators living in Finland, whoever their nationality is, to get international prizes and then get funding in Finland, because in Finland you need to be recognized abroad first before you get funding as a woman.
Thank you, judges. Let's give it up for amazing judges we have here today.
Wait, it's still me. Hello, everyone. I'm Simon.
Sorry, I didn't see you because you were on the... Yes, please.
I'm Simon Cowell. I'm from Britain's Got Talent. No, I'm Jan. I'm a co-founder of this event. Welcome. I'm an entrepreneur. I run a course. I'm educating the world with video games creation. I have 100,000 students from all over the world, over 140 countries studying video games development. Amazing.
Thank you, Jan, and thank you all the judges.
And thank you for all this goes to Xamk. 12 points. 12 points goes to Xamk. Okay. So what I want to say is just good luck, everyone. It's amazing to see you all here.
Whew,
the show begin.
Let's go. Okay, are we now ready to invite the first startup to the stage? Yes? Okay. First we have Hope's Energy. Please welcome to the stage Hope's Energy.
Hello. A future with renewable energy. Can it work at all? So far, the answer is no. Sun and wind are and remain volatile. When they are not there, we lack the electricity. Energy storage on an industrial scale is still an unsolved problem worldwide. The energy storage systems that are available on the market are whether expensive, harmful, not sustainable, and yet they cannot meet the required capacities. With HOPES, we have developed the world's first technology that can store electricity on an industrial scale for a long term, and that's 100% sustainable and cheap. We store our electricity in salt water. Therefore, we use the electricity to separate salt water into fresh water and very salty water. And when we bring them back together, we recover the electricity. Our system is novel and patented. Our technology has also been proven with several test rigs, starting from our mini baby and coming to our 3 kilowatt test rig that we have at the university. We have already signed agreements with pilot customers, and our next target is to build a 100 kilowatt pilot plant by a customer in September. Our business model will have 3 departments: engineering, installation, and maintenance. In the first years, engineering is estimated with a revenue of 9 million euros per annual, installation with 70 million euros per annual, and maintenance with 56 million euros per annual. We are planning to enter the market by the end of 2025, and we are anticipating a huge market because the energy storage market is growing rapidly and is huge and getting bigger and bigger. We are initially focusing on the local market, and we expand, and we want to expand globally as the market share and the revenue grows bigger. Here's a quick comparison between our system, the HOPES Energy, and other energy systems that are available on the market. Our system is cheap, it's efficient, and 100% sustainable, and it offers a very good flexibility for short and long-term storage. It also completely location independent. We have the pump storage. The pump storage have highly investment costs, and it's not sustainable because it's damaged in nature and it needs bigger places, and it's also not so flexible, and it's completely location dependent. The lithium battery, it's expensive, it's efficient, right? But it's not sustainable. The other storages like the thermite and the flywheel, they are not competitive with our technology. Our team is diversified and has a great mixture of fresh ideas and experience. Professor Arabide, the inventor, he has more than 25 years in energy storage system, and he is now leading the industrial energy systems at the LUT University in Lappeenranta. Mr. Haag is an electrical engineer, and he has more than 10 years experience in energy storage systems. Mr. Hoffman is a mechanical engineer with more than 30 years experience in engineering and plant building. Mr. Kiescher, it has more than 30 years experience in power plant building, and he was the CEO of the Mitsubishi Hitachi Power Plant Europe. Mr. Gut is a sales and startup specialist, and he has more than 10 years experience in the field. And me, I have only 5 years experience in the marketing field. I am the youngest one in the team, and I am an industrial engineer. Our goal: we aim to achieve a secure, environmentally friendly, affordable, and socially accepted energy for the world, and to save our planet and to secure a better future for the next generations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, HOPES Energy, and let's now have the Q&A session, which is 3 minutes.
Thank you. Excellent, really interesting case and excellent pitch. My question is about the capital intensity. As far as I understood correctly, you are not planning to do licensing or something like that, but you are planning to do within your own company, so to say. How capital intensive is this business if you do it yourself?
So we'll be doing the engineering ourselves by our team, and when we expand, we plan to hire other engineers. It's not capital intensive because we will be doing this ourselves. We will not be outsourcing it. We will only be outsourcing the maintenance and the installation for exclusive contracts by some generous contractors.
Yeah, so you will outsource quite much.
Yes. But not for the engineering. The engineering will be done by our team.
I looked at like you have an 29 commercialization, and who are the main customer segments and the size of those and where they are located?
Our big customers, if I understood the question correctly, is everyone who wants to store electricity when he doesn't need it. And we are talking about customers with big capacities. We are starting from 10 kilowatt hours capacity.
Energy supplier, okay, on every big building starting from 10 kilowatt hours, offices building, big houses, industries, every industry has on his roof solar panels. All these industries need our system.
Are they already involved in your startup development process?
Yes. The next real life pilot plant is by a big industry. They will give us the all hardware on the the engineering. It will doing by us, and they share with their hardware, and we make the software on the engineering. It's in September. We will build it. Start to build it.
Thanks for your presentation. I have a question about what is your next stage? What are you doing like tomorrow, next week, in the next 3 months?
Okay, then right now we are working on the 100 kilowatt hour industrial real life test track, okay, by industrial partner. Until September we will finish planning, and we started to build it starting September.
Do you have already financed that?
As I told you,
yes,
I mentioned.
We are financing that ourselves, and we need the money to buy industrial components, like the turbine and so on, because the 100 kilowatt hours, it cannot be done by little turbines.
Sorry to interrupt you. Time is up. Thank you, Hope Energy. Please give it up for Hope Energy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And judges, you will now have a few minutes time to write down your thoughts. Time to invite our second finalist to the stage. Please welcome Retake.
Textile waste is growing dramatically. Fast fashion has gone from 4 seasons to 52 micro-seasons.
Now, would you believe me if I told you that there already is a solution to this problem? And it's been around for ages. That's secondhand shopping. And we, Retake, are going to take these local secondhand stores and make them competitive with fast fashion giants. We know that there already is plenty of online secondhand markets, but none of them have yet managed to fix 2 of the most significant problems considering shopping secondhand. One, for shoppers like you and me, it is impossibly difficult to find the specific items that we would be looking for, both offline and online.
And 2, for secondhand store owners, they're completely left out of existing marketplaces, which is why Retake is a platform tailor-made for secondhand stores. We make it easy for stores to simply take a photo, and then our machine learning model will take care of the rest. We'll be the ones to tag and categorize the clothing items for them.
These items will then be visible for the shoppers, who, by uploading an image of the item that they're looking for, will then be matched with the items in nearby local secondhand stores.
Compared to our competitors, we're only serving secondhand stores because we want to guarantee that their clothing items will be seen and won't be lost among all the individual seller items out there on other platforms.
Our attainable market in only the Finland's physical stores is about 200 million euros. And as the online secondhand market is growing, by 2027 there will be over 85 million online secondhand shoppers in Europe. We have 3 different revenue streams. Subscription is for the store owners, And they also pay for a service fee for each added item on our site after the initial set. And for the shoppers, they can choose to pay for a reservation fee if they want the items to be waiting for them when they arrive to the store.
My name is Tiffany.
And I'm Olivia.
Back in October, we won 12,000 euros in IBM's Global Hackathon, where we then had our working proof of concept, and since then have been iterating and getting feedback from secondhand stores both in Helsinki and in Paris. Our go-to-market strategy for Helsinki this upcoming autumn is to transition the stores that we're partnering with for Demo Day in June into paying customers. Then we'll focus our efforts on getting shoppers onto our platforms so that the more shoppers come onto our platforms, the more stores want to come onto our platforms. And it creates this positive feedback loop because we want to get rid of the chicken and egg problem.
Yeah. And we have already also done some market validation in Paris, where one of our customers, potential customers, describe specifically our solution. We are an international team of 4 tech and sustainability specialists with combined experience in working in 3 different startups already. In June 28, we will be launching our app and website by organizing a second-hand scavenger hunt event in Helsinki, where we have already reached our goal of having 10 stores attending in only a span of 3 weeks.
And our next goal is to have 100 attendees at the scavenger hunt, and I see that possibility for it to happen today. So sign up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Retake. Let's move to the Q&A.
Hi, thank you for the pitching. How do you know that the goods that are given to be sold are in good quality? Do you when the one who presents the product, how do you know that what name and what number and whatever? How do you know all the details of the product and that there is no mistakes or faults in the product itself?
The quality of the items is who are in charge of that are the store owners. They're already making a company out of their, selling their clothes. So I assume that they want to sell good quality clothes. And for then tagging the items, we have AI modeling tools taking care of that. And the store owner sees what will be updated on our site.
And for all the new customers and for the scavenger hunt, all the participating stores will be the ones personally there helping them onboard and upload their clothing items because we want to see how they interact with our minimum viable product.
Yes, excellent problem and an excellent way to solve it. My question is about the break even. How have you calculated how much customers, how much stores or how much transactions you need in order to make this profitable business?
Yes, we have calculated that for the tech side we need about 1,000 euros a month, and then our estimated net revenue for 2 years, if we have 140 stores and all of them pay for the cheapest tier, it would be 45 million, and if they pay for the most expensive tier, it would be about 200 million.
Within the same time, how many consumers you need to have?
I think I calculated so that in each city there would be 1,000 reservations made, and we had 6 cities in that.
And how many marketing money you need to make that happen?
Our customer acquisition costs for the stores we're hoping would be 0 because we're using the scavenger hunt, which is in Helsinki right now, but we plan to have it in other cities as well as an easy way for stores to test it out. And then once we get some of the stores on board and there's some sort of clothing selection, our marketing money will be spent acquiring shoppers. So we'll be heavily subsidizing that part. And then hopefully if there's enough shoppers, then we can just naturally attract more stores onto the platform.
Thank you, Retake. And judges, you again have few minutes time to write your thoughts. It's time to hear our third startup of the final. Please welcome Peritron.
Hello. Hello everyone. My name is Dr. Suraj Jaiswal and I'm the founder and CEO of my company, Peritron. Our vision is to connect physical machines with their digital twins to support service business of heavy machines. So how is science evolving around us? We know that Galileo did observations to generate data. Then Newton and Einstein used data to generate formulations. And today, we are using formulations to go back to data. Now, in all of this, Peritron is combining formulations with data to generate valuable machine data, which is difficult to obtain otherwise. So what is the problem? In the usual loading and unloading operations, material handler from Mansinen lack means to measure load. So what they do is, they load material on a truck, take it to a different facility, and weigh them. And this very simple problem is causing them to lose millions of euros annually. Now, if they overload their machine, there is a chance of machine malfunction, and then they can lose money. And if they underload their machine, which currently they are doing, they are losing 10% of their production. In short, they are losing money again. So how are we solving their problem? We are developing our product, a sim box that can connect the physical machine with its digital twin. Here, we take the information about the arm movement using sensors and make our digital twin a one-to-one match with reality. Then, using the concept of virtual sensors, we are estimating the load, as you can see from that blue line here, which is very close to the actual value. So how big is the market? Globally, there are around 16 million connected heavy machines, and considering the price of our sim box to be 4,000 euro, our global market is 67 billion euro. Now, if we focus on the European market, then our TAM is 11 billion euro, and if we focus on our Finland market only, then our SAM is around 1 billion euro. Currently, we plan to address only 10% of the machines in Finland, so our target market is approximately 80 million euro. So what is our competitive advantage? We have direct competitors who offer software solutions based on digital twins. And then we have indirect competitors who offer hardware solutions based on sensing technology. Our uniqueness is in combining both the hardware and the software solutions, which nobody is doing at the moment, but everyone will be following it in the next 5 years. So how does the future look for us? We are an outcome of a research to business project from Business Finland. We started our operations in January this year, and we have 2 paying customers, Mansinen and Mevia. I even received the prestigious Marie Curie grant to further research on this topic and focus on autonomy. So what is our concrete growth plan? This is our revenue forecast, where based on the number of machines, we are focusing on light projects in the beginning, then medium and heavy projects later on. Currently, we are focusing on prototyping with our customer, and we are planning to close this financial year with 50,000 euros of sales. In the coming year, we are focusing on product launching, scaling, and autonomy in order to meet our financial targets and hit the break-even point. Currently, we are 2 team members. I'm taking care of the technology and business part, and my partner is taking care of sales and operations. We recently won Idea Race, and we are in the process of hiring a summer intern with those funds. Moreover, if we win this competition, then we are planning to hire our long-term employee with the prize money of this competition. With that, if you want to know more about us, please visit our website, www.berrytron.com. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Berrytron. Let's move to the Q&A.
4 years to the break even. That is scaring me at least. How do you plan to make your funding to reach that far, and can you do anything to narrow that to 2 years or something shorter?
So the thing that you saw there is planned without actually any funding at the not like VC funding or investor funding, right? It's basically based on our sales and based on our personal finances. And there is this government funds ELU project where they fund 50% of the fund. You need to have 50. So we are kind of focusing in that kind of a solution where we want to make it self-sustaining.
Still you have to cover the losses with some money for 4 years.
So to answer your question, if we really take this VC fund, then we can actually sum it like within 2 years we can hit break even. So you're right about that. Yes.
Awesome. I'm super happy to see some research to business projects here.
Thank you.
So my question is more of a, like, if I understood correctly, currently is the like a secondary tool for optimizing the load. Could it be used also understanding the where the malfunction is in the what it is? Heavy machinery or so on?
You're absolutely right about it. Our solutions can be applied throughout the machine life cycle, starting from product development through machining operations, providing some assistance, and then in the after-sales services such as predictive maintenance, what we are actually working on. So I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. Some of the questions, and have you tested it with real clients and in the real operational activities?
So yes, we have Mansinan as a real client, and we are actually working with them to test this in the industrial environment.
Okay,
yes.
And is it patented?
It's not patented yet. We tried for the patent, but a software or a set of codes cannot be patented. That's what the IPR officer said to us. We are actually working on that's why we need a hardware for that. So we are building this SIM box with our software solution in it, and we are going to patent that part.
Okay, it starts to look like an investment good instead of the service business in that sense.
Not really. I have plans to make it self-sustaining and want to make it $1 billion company without finance. Let's see if I'm able to achieve my dream.
And the last question, and what is the service business in this? And once you have sold it, how do you generate in the long term the money from the same client?
So this is something that we are discussing with our customers, because some customers, they...
Hi, I'm sorry to interrupt. Time is up, but thank you, Berrytron. Let's give it up for him.
I'll try to answer that later to you.
And judges, now you have again a few minutes time. Okay, guys, let's hear our fourth startup finalist, which is Koye. Please welcome Koye to the stage.
Maybe here. In Finland we have this saying, tuli on hyvä renki, mutta huono isäntä. Translation would be that fire is a good companion, but a bad boss. Today we feel it's relevant to say the same about the internet. Hello, my name is Antti. I am from design studio Koye. This is my business partner Nikita, and we are here to reconnect people with nature by simple designs. How? Meet the Cycloop. Cycloop is the first product of ours. It is primitive, interactive design element that can be installed in any interior, from public spaces to personal households. It is a piece of Finnish forest, vibrating calming energy to its surroundings. And we believe that Cycloops offer healthier lifestyle by giving an opportunity to take a moment and just be. Cycloop is made out of Finnish birch plywood that is made in Lohja by our partner Mahogany. And in Finnish we have this law that when you cut a tree, you have to plant a new one. But we dream of taking a step forward and maybe in the future would have an own forest, so we could make the process as circular as possible. Also, we'd like to invite our customers to visit the forest in Finland. Cycloop has almost endless possibilities in variation. Throughout the making of process, I grew a lot. I learned about myself and the world we live in, and I realized how disconnected we get from the nature because of the constant digital disconnections and distractions. So, do you know how much time you spend behind the screen? Global statistics tells us that average human is online for 6 hours, 37 minutes a day. And this is alarming because in the future, we will spend more time online than we are going to sleep. So, our mission is to raise awareness and to infuse interiors around the world with simple, but yet thought-provoking new Finnish interactive designs.
To reach our mission, we perceive a natural business model evolution. Starting as an e-commerce, we transit to doing pop-ups, collaborating with big chains, which have physical premises and lobbies, to eventually become an umbrella organization which empowers local Finnish designers to scale globally. The wooden furniture design is big. Most of the growth originating in Asian Pacific region with a compound annual growth rate of 5%. The traction we reached so far is over 7 million views via collaboration with 2 interior design bloggers. We got covered by Finnish news Yle. The current situation is that Cycloop is intellectual property protected, the production chain is ready to scale, and we have more than 450 orders in our waiting list. Our team is small but highly vision-driven, consisting of Antti as our main designer, me as an international business coordinator, and Maya our accountant, and Zoe our graphic designer. So with the grant we can raise here, we heavily invest in R&D, research and development in the woods and how to make the product the most sustainable. We invest in the website, we acquire our own studio, and we can proceed with the new product development, which prototypes you can see here. Our vision is to build influential Finnish design brand with philosophy, connecting local designers with the global audience as our final mission. Thank you, and enjoy simple, live smart.
Thank you, Koye. And let's hear the Q&A questions.
Yeah. You can feel the wood. Oh, sorry.
Yes, I'd like to say It's very intelligent to make yourself doing something else except being on online on something else. How do you prevent being online when they have this product in their homes or at work?
Something I have realized, I have shown this to few people and in some situations, and I've realized that especially children, when they walk past it, if they have an iPhone or something on their hand, they stop and start looking at it and like, mother, look at it, it's a planet. Also, I've seen the parents do the same thing, like they take the screen out of their hand and they just start being present on the moment again. So that is something I have observed myself.
Okay, thank you, very beautiful. You said that you have 450 customers already. Who they are, where they come from, what are their characteristics, and why did they buy from you?
Yeah, it's potential customers we have in the waiting list, waiting for our website launch, which we plan on this June. So the usual customer, as we observe now, is in the age group from 30 to 35 years old. It's mostly people from bigger cities, and as we observe, it's mostly from the southern region. But with perceiving marketing strategy, partnering with influencers, we can target different audience with different types of product, because the first launch will have 3 variations of 3 different sides of Cycloop.
And all of the messages came through Instagram, so we have still many different ways we can try to make it.
So they are from Finland?
No, all around the globe are the customers, yes.
Okay, so I have a question. Why are you doing this?
We love what we do. I love to design, and I've realized that Nikita has same kind of values, and our relationship is quite fresh, but I think I already feel like he's my brother, so we just want to make cool things happen and have a naive idea of tomorrow. Naiveness is not always a bad thing.
Yeah, it's our passion.
Thank you, Koje.
Thank you.
And judges, you have again 2 minutes time. Okay, now it's time for our 5th and final startup of the day. So please, let's welcome Wave to the stage.
it happened again! Last month, I went to my local barber and I was like, this is going to be the best haircut ever. I'm going to get the same style as Brad Pitt. And even my barber was like, Ville, that's an amazing choice, my man. So I did it. But afterwards I realized something. It wasn't the best haircut for me. It was the best haircut for Brad Pitt. And I ended up looking like a fool. So how could I have known which hairstyles really fit me beforehand?
Yeah, Ville, I get it. I also had this problem. But Ville, imagine, what if you could simply snap a selfie, discover the best fitting hairstyle just for you, and then within the same app, you book a time to a barber, and then barber already knows what kind of hairstyle you want.
This is Wave. From a selfie to a style to a barber. With Wave, Ville could have just taken a selfie, chosen the best fitting style for him, and booked a time. On top of that, the barber also knows what really fits Ville.
Actually, I am not the only one having these kind of experiences. In fact, half of us Gen Z have had difficulties finding our own unique hairstyle. And if that's the case, in the 208 billion euro industry, just imagine the possibilities for Wave. And compared to competition, Wave offers each one of us here a more personalized customer experience, along with a more modern yet cheaper salon management system for saloons. So basically, Wave is just a better choice for all of us.
But how is it cheaper? Well, Wave takes only a small commission from reservations and products that salons offer. So there is no monthly cost for salons whatsoever. And in addition, salons can utilize Wave's powerful marketing tools built within the platform and get more frequent customers using Wave's subscription services.
So, when can you expect to be able to find your own style using Wave? Well, exciting news. Next fall, we aim to give you a chance to try it out at selected barbers in Lappeenranta and Helsinki. After that, we aim to expand to the rest of Finland, the Nordics, and finally, the rest of the world.
And to make choosing hairstyles easier for everyone, including Ville, of course, we have a passionate team with a diverse set of skills in both business and technology.
So, no more Brad Pitts, just you and your style. Thank you.
Thank you, Wave, and let's move to the Q&A.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. My first question is related about the team. You're talking about hairstyles, and you are all dudes in the team. How you're gonna fix that and balance it out?
Well, we need to hire someone who works or has experience in the hairstyling industry, especially women. So we plan to make our solution known amongst the institutions which help the future of hairstylists grow, and get there someone who is interested in our idea and get him or get she on board on our idea. So from a school essentially.
Okay, so you know I have this problem. I have to every time explain to the barber how do I want my hair to look, and it's ugly. So I like this. I actually know a bit more about this industry, but we'll talk later. So again, I'm asking this, why are you going to be the best in doing this?
Why are we best? Well, we're a passionate team. All of us has experienced this problem ourselves, and we like to make it disappear. We don't have like that anyone here has the problem. So that's our mission, to make choosing hairstyles easier for all of us and to make hairstyles easier to interpret for saloons.
You said you ask for commissions. Who is the one who pays the commission to you, and what is the percentage you expect?
The salons pay the commission. That's a no-brainer, because if a haircut costs 50 cents more, the customer will change barbers, especially with males. And how much is it? Actually, it's very little. It's 1.5% and 25 cents per booking or per product sold right now. And that includes also processing fees for credit cards and everything.
Do you also book the time through this program? Does it also book the time for the barber, a certain barber?
Yeah, we thought about that. And we have an own platform, but also we have explored the opportunity to give our assistant to maybe even Timma, our competitor. Yes, yeah. Because we think that it's also smart for their customers to really know which hairstyles fit them, and it would benefit us both and make us more revenue.
Yeah, you say that you already have barbers to start piloting with you. Please demonstrate how did you sell to them your product?
We just pitched it, kind of like the same thing we did here. Maybe not. I didn't yell exactly. It was over on Microsoft Teams, so I couldn't yell. It would break everyone's ears. But basically, we went from personal experiences, and they figured out, yeah, this is exactly what we need and what makes our customers more happy, and they're on board.
Do you expect everybody, all people in the globally, you know, that they want to change their hairstyle every month, every 5 years, every 10 years?
So sorry to interrupt, judges.
Have you
Time is up.
Considered the challenge that the consumer makes it only once?
Sorry, time is up. We can't give any more time, so it's equal to everyone. Thank you. But hey, give it up for Wave. And thank you for all the startup, for the amazing pitches you have done here in the stage today. And let's give it up for the 5 finalists once more. And now, judges, you will have 25 minutes to talk about and decide the winners. And everyone else, please be back by 3:50 when we announce the winners. So be back here at 3:50. That's when we announce the winners. Thank you. Okay, everyone. We got to the most exciting part, announcing the winners. Are you ready?
Yes.
We have Jan here to give general feedback first to the startup, so please go, Jan.
Thank you, thank you. Amazing. We found a winner. It was a tough job to do, but we found. So I'm Simon Cowell. I'm from Britain's Got Talent. And you are all so talented. And imagine there were 69 entries, I think, who applied to the program. 67. 20 who got in, 5 who got into finals, and we have 3 winners. Good job, very good. So on behalf of the jury, legendary jury, we are very important people. It was a hard job to find a winner, but we managed to get one. Very good. So the company is presenting here the startups. I sometimes say this is a stand-up comedy. Actually, start-up comedy. So when you are acting here and telling your story, it's a few-minute talk that you have to make people to enjoy, laugh a bit, have fun, and understand what you're doing. So the presentations were great. Not perfect, but hey, nobody's perfect, but really good ones there. The businesses were very different. I was actually surprised. In Cambridge, every startup is basically some sort of deep tech AI software stuff, which I'm very used to. So it was wonderful to see so much diversity and variety in the ideas that you were talking about. So first of all, I want to do one little thing here and say thank you everyone, thank you for all the companies being here. So it's not too bad for a few minutes to win 15,000 euros. But obviously have been working really hard. We just heard like a short presentation. So without further ado, let's start the process. That's in there. Working hard. I can't see. You know what is one of the best inventions ever is the reading glasses. I bought £5, 3 pairs, and I break every month one of those by sitting on them. So what's going to happen now? I'm going to announce first the third one, then the second one, and then the first one. The sponsors are going to give you out the prizes, and then we'll give you a bit of feedback from my side, what I wrote, and if the jury wants to say something specific. Okay. Do you notice the silence? Silence. It was probably the quietest moment of this festival, so let's go ahead. So the third of e-ship competition is, this is like Oscars, you know, I have to read twice. Wave! Yeah!
Congratulations, Wave. Please come to the stage. Come here. And you guys, as a third place, you will win 2,000 euros from Cursor. Prize is given by Katja Kormu.
Photos. Take pictures. And I will use your app when you launch it. I really need to tell that I want my hair to look like Brad Pitt's hair. So what we thought about you guys is that you have a solution for every man on this earth. We don't have to anymore explain to the barber that how we want our hair to be cut. You are going to tell and educate the barbers in the way that they know what I want as a customer. You might have to find a solution for women too. We were just having a chat there that you need a woman in your team, seriously, okay? Like a lady who actually knows about hair. And it's also to expand your business possibilities. So, did we have anything else? I think this is it. About and so good luck, break a leg. Not literally, but you know it means good luck. Okay.
Let's give it up for Wave once more. And please stay there. We are going to take a picture of all of you, so you can stay here on the stage.
All right. You know that it is terrible to be the second one, because you're the first loser. But here, of course, in this show, being second is not to be bad at all. We have amazing prizes again, awards to give out. And the second is Beritron.
Congratulations, please come to the stage, Beritron. And you will win 5,000 euros from Google, prizes given by Elisa Valtonen and Samu Mankinen. You can come here next to the other ones.
Take photos. Videos, TikTok, Instagram, and all the social media now should sing for us. Anyway, so the feedback we got for you is that it's very research-driven, which we like. There's a great idea, which is quite unique in the way that you focus on specifically finding a solution to a certain problem. It might have lacked a bit of details, like because I know mechanical engineering a bit, like how do you improve the use of the energy of those machines, which is a big problem, as you know. Digital twins is a massive industry at the moment, so that's right on spot. One question, where did you study? I don't remember, sorry, I don't remember. LUT. Yes, of course, so it was LUT, yes. Because you are in the right environment, you know, every one of us as an entrepreneur needs a cluster and people like here around you to motivate, inspire you, and do better. So LUT is a great place to be. All right, so congratulations. Was that all? Yeah, okay, good.
Okay, let's move to the first place.
Yes, okay, so now we need some noise. A bit more noise, please. Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Yes, okay. So the winner of this year's eShip program is... We wanted to actually collect votes from you guys, but we kind of forgot to do it. We can have the after vote, that which one you think is the best startup. However, the winner is Hope's Energy.
Congratulations, Hope Energy. Please come to the stage. And you will win 15,000 euros from Google. Prize will be given by Mikko Green. Congrats.
Wonderful, congratulations. You are the winner.
Please give it up for Hope's Energy once more. Amazing job.
I would like to say something, guys, here. It's quite funny for us because we participated in the last competition idea race and we were the 3 winners even there. So, yeah, we were the 3 winners there, exactly the same 3 teams.
That's funny.
So, hip hip hooray to idea race as well.
Good job, all of you.
But well, obviously the truth is that the jury is so clever. So we are the smart guys because we choose this. So all 5 entries in the finals were great. So we didn't study you beforehand on purpose. We could have checked, but it's kind of biased. There's a bias. So we just listen to you what you actually said. There's some work to do on your pitching stuff. I can help you with Cambridge University experience of mine, how they do it there. Welcome to visit, by the way. I can take you to the Judge Business School to meet other startups like you. What I wanted to say, my final words, was that let's give a big hand to all the winners last time.
And we actually have one more winner, which is audience favorite.
You asked.
Yes. So, audience favorite goes to... Little drum roll, please. Thank you. Lego. Please come to the stage, Lego. Where is Lego? Do we have them here anymore?
Yes. By the way, when we discussed them on our jury discussions, we thought that it's amazing that we have Finnish exports of Finnish design for whole of the world. So that's good. Or maybe they left.
Maybe they left, but we let them know.
Anyways, all good. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. But I have one more prize to give. Can I? Yes.
Yes, you can.
I mean, all the staff and everybody has been amazing. But I brought something from the startups that I work with, making games. This is a young lady of age 25 who developed a card game to teach languages to British youngsters who don't speak too many languages there, by the way, they speak only English. And I want to give this limited edition of Private Joke. It's a humorous game that teaches you English. To Sabina, where are you?
Sabina, please welcome to the stage. Yes, you.
I mean, she's literally running around to fixing our stuff. So this is a small gift from you, for you.
Thank you so much.
All right. I'm off and out. Thank you.
Thank you. And hey, at this point, I'm really sorry we are a little bit over the time, but I'd like to thank all of you, all the startup, congratulations, and thank all of you who has been participated on this event, all startups. Thank you, Xamk. Thank you, sponsors. Thank you, our partners. Thank you, the crew. Thank you, everything for making this amazing event happening. It has been amazing 2 days. But yeah, let's give it up once more for our 3 winners here. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a great summer. Thank you.